Hello friends, this is Miss Pooja Arun Matre, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department in Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhinder East. Today's topic is subject C Programming Language, practical number 6. The practical number 6 aim is implement decision control statements in C using if-else statement. The problem statements are write a program to find largest among n numbers using if-else. Second problem is write a program to find or determine leap year using if-else statement. The practical significance is using the decision control statements, and the decision control statements are if statement, if-else statement, nested if statement, and if-else ladder. So in this practical, we will see the if-else statement. This is the decision control statement used to execute the set of instructions depending upon the conditions. It helps to specify the flow of the control, that is, in which order the instructions are executed. So it is make it possible to take a decision and perform the task repeatedly or jump the one section to the another section. So in the if-else statements, if statement give the true conditions and the else statement give the false conditions. So which condition is true or which condition is false, according to the that condition, if and else block will be executed. So relevant program outcomes are discipline knowledge, second one is experiments and practice, third one is the individual and teamwork, and the fourth one is a communication. So this will communicate effectively in a oral and written form. Competency and practical skill. The practical skill will be developed as we write the algorithm and flowchart. We write a simple C program using these statements. We compile the program, we debug and execute the program. The course outcome relevant to this practical is implement decision making in C programming, that is chapter number 2. If-else statement. So if-else statement is also a two-way decision statement. That means if test statements have a test expressions, if the test expressions are true, then the true statement block will be executed. If the test statements block is false or the statement is false, then the false statement block will be executed. So after these statements, final statement executed as per to the true and false statement and end the program. The syntax of if-else statement is if in bracket we have to give the condition, according to the condition the if block should be true and the else block should be false. So after that remaining statement will be executed. After the algorithm and flowchart, we will execute the program. Write a program to find largest among n numbers using if-else statement. The experiment number 6, program number 1 is largest number. So for that we have to include a 2 header files. We also add a main function. So after the main function we have to declare the variables. So here the 4 variables are needed: n, num, I and big. N is for the number of inputs. Num is for the which number is greater. I is used for the repetition of the loop, and big specify the biggest number. So after the declaration of variable, we have to enter the value of n. That means how many numbers we have included in this program. So after the entering the value of n, we have to enter the values of each and every element. Suppose the n value is 5. That means we have to enter a total 5 number. So here printf number 1, that is we are fetching the data from the big variable, that is %d comma big. Then for loop is start from 2 because number one value is already given. So we are checking the looping is start from 2. So I is equals to 2, I is less than n, I plus plus. So if the I size pointer is on second position, where loop will be executed till the equal to the n. If the n value is 5, the loop will be repeated at the as a 5. And I plus plus is used to change the position of pointer or the cursor. That means the first position, second position, third position. So we have to increase the position, so that we need a increment operator. So after the for loop, in this we have to print the number that with their position, that is number 1 after number 2, number 3, number 4, and so on. After the entering number, we have to check the number is big or not. If the number is big, that is big is equals to num, answer will be printed, and the largest number will be printed. After the writing the program, we have to compile the program, then run the program, enter the value of n. Here I will give the value of n is 4. That means I have to enter the 4 numbers. So number 1 is 12, number 2 is 32, number 3 is 10, number 4 is 46, and the largest number is 46. So first we enter the value of n, that is total numbers. How many numbers we are checking for the condition largest. So here I am giving the 4 numbers. So we have to enter the value of 4 numbers. The number 1 is 12, number 2 is 32, number 3 is 10, and number 4 is 46. So according to the output. After this we will see the end program, that is write a program to state whether the enter year is leap year. So we have to check the year is leap year or not. Write a program to state whether the entered year is leap year or not. So that we have to include the header files, add the main functions, then we have to declare the variable. So here we declare the variable as a year because only one number year we identify that the entered year is leap year or not. So year is entered as a variable is declared as a year. Print the year, that means we have to enter the year. After the enter input and output, we will check the condition. For this, condition is year is divisible by 400 and remainder is 0. That means the entered year is leap year. Else, if the year is divisible by 100 and remainder is 0, that means the year is not a leap year. Else, if the year is divisible by 4 and it is a remainder is 0, that means %d is a leap year, or otherwise this is not a leap year. Compile the program and run the program. I am entering the value is 2020. So we have to check the entered year is leap year or not. So I have to check the entered year is leap year or not. So here I am saving the program, compile the program and run the program. Here we are checking the entered year is leap year or not. So there is a small correction. The condition of for the leap year is divisible 4 because after the 4 years every year is a leap year. That means fourth year is a leap year, then 8th year is a leap year. That means divisible by 4. All the numbers after the 4 years is a leap year. So here the year is divisible by 4 is equals to 0. That means remainder is a 0. That means that year is a leap year. Otherwise, remainder is not equal to 0. Then the year entered year is not leap year. For this we compile the program. After the compilation we run the program and we enter the value, that is 2020, and the 2020 is a leap year or not. So 2021 is not a leap year. So leap year concept is what? After the 4 years, the number which is divisible by 4, this number will be become as a leap year. So after the 3 years gap, the fourth year is a leap year and the remainder is 0 is a leap year. Otherwise, this is a not leap year. Here the practical number 6 is complete.